Welcome back to the channel. My name is Deborah, aka the Sunset Girl Creates, and today I'm finishing American Roots by Chuck Pinson. It is a round 29 inches by 22 inches, 74 centimeters by 56 centimeters. I am on this very last section. I'm finishing the lamp and the tree, and that's it. Once that's done, we got it done. Today is the 1st of August. So I spent most of yesterday finishing up the section we were on, doing this whole section on the bottom, and then opening the last section to get completed. I worked on this for about 12 hours yesterday to get this far along. I was feeling pretty good. I had a really good day. I was able to sit here and work on it and get it done. To this point, I had some of this done last night, and did this part of this section last night. Then I got up and I've been working on it this morning because today is the last day I will work on it, meaning I know that I will have it done by the time today is over. Tomorrow we'll probably start doing our silhouette work. That means I'm going to be probably busy trying to get stuff set up and situated tomorrow to where I can get some stuff cut out, meaning I have some work on the computer to do. I planned on doing that yesterday, however, all the time I had was to work on this painting. And just so you're aware, we're using our Diamond Art Club pen, our tray from My 3D Designs, and it has the 2 slots that I can actually run 3 colors if I want. It has a really nice tight snap, and this is my purple one. Like I said, I have a pink and an aqua blue one as well. I think you've now seen them all being used. Maybe not the blue one, but that one's coming up. I dropped the red ABs that I told you. I got them all vacuumed up. I just have to now go through and sort out the dirt so that I can clean them and put them away. And any additional gems that are not the red AB will be put in the bottle, since they're not matched up, and I'm not going to match every single one by one. So I am just going to drop those all in my bottle. There's quite a few there. We will probably get quite a few into the bottle out of this one. And that was just from vacuuming up. I did a whole vacuum area, so there was more than just red ABs. It was accumulation of some that I had dropped previously. Like 1 or 2 here and there, not dump a tray like I did when I did the red ones. I immediately clean those up when I do. I do not leave them. I did the red ABs because I knew I had more, and that when I was done with this project, I could get them cleaned and put back in the bag, and they would be just fine. The main push was to get this done by yesterday, which I did not get done by yesterday, but I will have it done this morning, and we can go from there. We're reading the article today, Should I Seal My Diamond Painting, from November 7th, 2020. So we're almost to 2021. So we're coming close. We've got a couple more, I think 3 or 4 more from 2020, and then we'll be into the 2021 vlogs. So we're getting close to that. I've been watching, now I'm an avid true crime fan, but there's a lot of people out there that read true crime stories on their channel, and I really don't want to repeat what everybody else does. Therefore, I chose to read the Diamond Art Club blog. But I have been watching a series on Discovery Plus. It's under the true crime section, and it's called What Happened to Lacey. It's on the Lacey Peterson case. I followed that in depth in 2002. I watched it all the way through the whole trial. So it's been interesting. I'm on episode 6 of 6. Or I'm on episode 5 of 6, getting ready to start 6 of 6. 5 is almost over. So we'll be doing 5 really quickly. Hold on, I just found a small one that got away from me. That is not the right size. It is not going to fit in that spot very well. And now it's stuck to my finger. Come on, release, thank you. Okay, let me grab a drink of water real quick. And we'll continue to, oh, the symbol we're using today is 22T. Is focus, 895. So those, and it's a dark green. We're doing the tree. I'm just trying to get these side pieces in really quickly. It doesn't take very long for them to fill in. This section has gone really fast this morning. I just decided to start at the end of the color sequence and go backwards. On the bottom section I went forward, so this time I'm going to go backwards in order. Just get them as they come along. It seems to be working much better that way than just trying to pick and choose my color. And this way I'm going to ensure that I capture all of the various symbols so that I can ensure I get them all done quickly and in a timely manner. U and L are in here, so let's pull the L real quick. I'm really at the point of final finish, so if I find one that may be missing that I didn't find before, I gotta get that one off. Okay. I put it in now so that I don't have to come back and do it later. Since that section is already supposed to be done, this will get us in and where we won't have to worry about those at the end because we've already done those colors. So we can just pop these in really quickly and put them in. There we go. And that way, when I'm done, I don't have to go back and find ones that I missed. If I can catch them as I go, I try to fill them in so that when I get to the last color, I have it. 6, 8, 9. Okay, we've got 9 on this one. I did go to the 10 placer. I've been using the 10 placer. It's helped me. It's really going to help when I get to this arrow. The arrow is going to arrow, and once I get the T's done and these little symbols of an hourglass, those are the majority of them. once that's done, it's just a matter of fill-in. And I have the hourglass upcoming next. The 7s are after that. There's no ends in here, so we won't have that one. Our next one will be K_T, and then, so K and _T aren't there, so we'll go from this one and over here, and we've already done the double dot. So I see a few of those right here. Actually more than I want to have to put in manually one by one, but we'll do it. Just because I don't want to have to stop and come up and do it later. When I can just grab them real quick, fill them in, and they're done. It's sometimes hard at the end when you have all the different symbols going on to ensure that you get them in one shot. It seems like every time I lay down and think I've got them all, I end up finding one or two more that I was missing. So back to Scott Peterson. He's been convicted and he was on death row. However, there has been some changes, and I think he's been commuted from death row to a life sentence. And I think there's something about possibly some new trial coming, which is going to be real interesting to see if that happens. I don't think Geragos did his best when he was his attorney. The closing arguments of Geragos was really kind of a letdown. There wasn't that big, you know, like you heard in the OJ case, if it don't fit, you must acquit. There was nothing like if it don't fit, you must acquit. There wasn't a whole lot for Geragos to really grab onto, because the case was really, there was no forensics, and it was all a circumstantial case. And they got it all the way to a death penalty. I guess there were some errors in the case, and it was overturned. The whole case was not overturned. His verdict wasn't overturned. It was just the death penalty that was overturned. And he is going to get another penalty phase. I do not believe that he'll be offered any other phase. He will not get a retrial for the guilty or innocent, only the actual death sentence. So we'll go back, and we've gotten down to where now the case is over, the verdicts have happened, and he's going, and they have an hour to wrap it up, about 45 minutes to wrap it all up. So I'm hoping in this last hour that they start talking about the new part of the case. And so hopefully we'll learn a little bit more on why the case was overturned. I'm hoping that they talk about that. I don't know that this was done in time for them to, I don't know if it was done before or after the overturn. So I guess I'll have to watch the last one to see how it turns out. There's another one for Jodi Arias that I will be watching. Her case is interesting. Her case is really interesting. It comes out of Utah, kind of. Jodi Arias ended up killing a really stout Mormon. So there's a lot of stuff on that. So I can't wait to see that one. And then I didn't see one on OJ. OJ's been out there for a long time. He was a real big one. I actually watched that trial start to finish. I watched every minute of it on TV. My husband worked a lot at the time. My ex-husband worked a lot at the time. He was a limo driver, and so he was either sleeping during the day or he was working. He also did computer networking during the day, so he was not around much. I was a housewife, so I sat and crafted and watched OJ. Did my chores around OJ. I watched that whole trial, all 9 months of it, from start to finish. That was an interesting trial. I like to watch the actual trials themselves if I can find the beginning of a trial. I'm not going to step into a trial that's already half done. I've got to see. I don't know that I have a channel anymore that will allow me to watch court cases themselves, but I really like the documentaries. I was even talking to my husband yesterday. He was watching, what's that boat show up in Alaska? Deadliest Catch yesterday. He watched a season and a half of that. I let him just kind of watch that. It's not really my show. I comment on it every once in a while. However, I was diamond painting, and as far as I was concerned, I wasn't paying attention because I really had, I was on a mission yesterday, and I was so close to finishing it. I was hoping if I got up early this morning and I worked on it, I would have it done, or just be putting in the last color or two by the time I did the video. I didn't get quite as far as I wanted, but I can guarantee you the section will be done tomorrow, and I think tomorrow I'll just do a final review on this painting for American Roots. We'll do a finished review tomorrow as our video, and then the day after that we will get started on our silhouette stuff. That'll give me a day to work on silhouette. Tomorrow I'll do a final review for American Roots before it goes back in its box. It will go back in its box because it will be also going up on the wall. I'm hoping to have a good schematic started as well. I'm going to do a full sheet paper of the room, the wall. I'm going to make it the whole sheet so that I can make measurements. I can put the measurements on there, and I will basically be doing 1 foot equals 1 inch. So I will break it down that way. And then I will also use any differences, like 1.5 feet would be 1.5 inches, right? So that's how we're going to measure it. I will do the math if I need to. I don't have a problem with the math. Math was always my high point, therefore why I became an accountant. I was actually going to become a math teacher, but I ended up getting pregnant and life changed. And I didn't want to be a math teacher. I wanted to be a university professor, math professor. I really wanted to be that mathematician that's out there doing all that fun stuff. Life changed. Life was a little different for me. It wasn't the life that I wanted to choose. But it was the life I ended up with, and I have 2 beautiful children for it. I had a really nice life when my kids grew up, and today I enjoy a nice retirement, basically, disability retirement, if you want. And so I've kind of been forced into retirement because of my disorder. And that makes it kind of hard on a regular basis. But, you know, I've learned to get around and do the things I need to get done around the house in my crafts. I've spoken. I have a doctor's appointment coming up on Wednesday, I think. Today's the 1st, so second Thursday. Yeah, Wednesday. So I'll be seeing my pain specialist on Wednesday and see what's going on and where we are. I probably will have her up my medicine again because I've not got enough relief. I'm constantly at a 6 or a 7. And it would be really nice if I could get down to maybe a 2 or 3 on a regular basis. That would at least let me have some sort of life, right? That doesn't mean that in a little while that things may not change. So we're changing colors now. We're going to be working with number 21. It is the hourglass, and the number is 890. So that's what we'll be working on next. As we go, I'm just going to keep pushing through, getting these done. It will be completed today. I don't have a whole lot of colors left. I have 1, 2, 3 main colors, 4, because you got the 2s. So 4 and then a few little ones. So it's not going to be too bad. It should go pretty quickly. If it's not done by noon, I'd be very surprised. It's only 10 after 8 here, so if I can't get it done in a couple hours, there could be an issue. I won't be doing the breakdown on camera. And I'm not doing another diamond painting at this moment. I am going to get my Halloween decorations done, and then I may do a small painting towards the end before I start Chuck Pinson's the Chuck Along. I always do the Chuck Along. I'm a big Chuck Pinson fan. I have Chuck Pinson, Thomas Kincaid, Dominic Davison. Those are my 3 favorite artists. They are all landscape artists. And as you can see, I like a lot of landscape. So it's nice to be able to have a nice clear image to be working with. Symbols that are easy to read. I don't usually have my light pad on when I do Diamond Art Club. I don't need to. I have it on for the video, but I don't need to be the one to have to do it, right? I don't need to be the one out here not doing anything. That's just going to drive me insane. I always have to have something to do. So we will get our Halloween decorations started. I have a lot of orange, black, and purple paper. So we will have a lot of fun. I am looking forward to pulling it out. I haven't pulled it out and done any real anything since I've done vinyl work on it. I made a bunch of signs for the job that I worked before. We had bosses days, so for every manager or director or any type of manager in the office got a plaque that said World's Best Boss. And they were all personalized for each person. So what did each person enjoy? Where did they come from? You know, what are their favorite things to do? And I made those all for everybody. It was a really fun project. I really enjoyed working at that job. Had I not been in so much pain, I probably would have functioned better. But they kept the office so cold that I couldn't function. If it's cold, I can't function. It's cold in the office, it's cold outside. We didn't really have any breaks in winter this time, where it got warmed up a couple days before it got cold again. So it was a nice hot or cold place to work. And that just sent my fibromyalgia into a nightmare. I was constantly in pain. No matter what I took, no matter what I did, the pain would not go away. And so I ended up losing that job, and that's why I have applied for disability, because trying to find a job that I can do without having pain is not easy. I can't do my job anymore. I can't function. When the pain gets so bad, I just can't function at work. That means my brain shuts down. I forget what I'm doing. I'm second guessing everything that I do, and I ended up making mistakes. It was really hard, and I didn't know what to do. It wasn't normal for me to make those kind of mistakes. I was afraid. For some reason, I didn't feel comfortable enough to go and say, hey, I'm having issues. I need help. This is not working for me. If you need my best work, you really need to help me with these few things. And if you can't help me, I need to quit. Because I didn't do that, I ended up losing my job. And sometimes you have to stand up for yourself, right? So when things are not working right for you and you need help, it is okay to ask for that help. I don't ask for help. It's a really bad habit of mine. I think I can handle it and do it all myself, and most of the time that's not the case. I'm not that good. Is that all of those? Those are all arrows. Okay, so we've gotten 3 colors down. We're 27 minutes in, and so I think we really need to get started on reading Should I Seal My Diamond Painting? November 7th, 2020. The art of diamond painting can be relaxing and a fulfilling activity that allows you to express your creativity, reduce feelings of stress, and design new, unique decorations for your home. If you're new to diamond painting, you probably have a long list of questions like, how long does it take to complete a project, or should I seal my diamond painting? Well, you've come to the right place. Here at Diamond Art Club, we have all the info you need to create a gorgeous new masterpiece that will hang proudly in your home as you fine-tune your diamond painting skills. You can branch out and try out new diamond art kits and give the finished designs to family and friends as gifts. So here's the pros and cons of sealing a diamond painting. For anyone wondering what to do with a finished diamond painting, you have a few options. Many people prefer to frame their diamond paintings, keeping them intact, safe from dust and dirt, and maintaining that diamond shine. Others may want to seal the diamond painting so that the frame is not necessary, but the beads still hold together to create a mosaic image. We at Diamond Art Club do not recommend sealing our diamond paintings, as it's not necessarily necessary to keep our diamond drills in place given the quality of our canvas and poured glue adhesive. So when you're doing Diamond Art Club, they're saying that their adhesive and their glue is top-notch, so you don't have to seal their paintings. And I've never sealed a Diamond Art Club painting. I thought about doing it for my grandkids that I was sending off to, but I chose not to. I'm going to pull them out when it's closer and re-roll them before I give them to them. So Okay, sealing your official Diamond Art Club painting will also void your warranty if anything should happen to it. So when you get a Diamond Art Club, you get a box, and when you buy the box, if you buy it directly from Diamond Art Club, you will get a lifetime warranty on your painting. Okay, if anything ever happens to it, it's lifetime. If you buy a diamond painting, such as buy it at Hobby Lobby, then you'll get a certificate inside that allows you to apply for that lifetime guarantee. And I believe it's a limited one because it didn't come directly from Diamond Art Club. So just make sure you look at that when you're getting ready to get a Diamond Art Club. Let me see, I missed a couple T's I see here. So you have to be just really careful and diligent when you're out there working on your stuff, right? And make sure, one other thing, if somebody's got a Diamond Art Club and you buy it from them, you no longer have a warranty from Diamond Art Club on that painting. That painting is only warranted as long as it's owned by the first owner who bought it. If it is sold and given away, then that painting no longer has the lifetime warranty. So be careful when you give the full paintings completed, it doesn't void your warranty. When you give a full kit that hasn't been completed, that's when the warranty. I have. One time I was working on my jackalope and I ran out of a purple and I ran out of a few of the white ABs, 141. I contacted Diamond Art Club. They verified that I bought the kit from them. They verified that everything was good and sent me out a bag of the purple and a bag of the 141 that I had that was missing, right? And it wasn't missing, it just I ran out. I didn't have enough to complete the canvas. And it was squares, so I don't have a whole lot of squares. So I couldn't just like go into my square stash and get it. What I ended up doing was pulling it out of one of my other kits, the purple, and then I put it back when I got it from Diamond Art Club. However, it only took 2 days for me to get the diamonds after I talked to Diamond Art Club. 2 to 3 days. They were here at my house. So it wasn't long that I didn't have those. So that makes it nice. It's really kind of nice to be able to see that you don't need more than that. So, however, some people have very strong opinions on sealing a diamond painting once completed. I have done some tests on sealing diamond paintings. I took one that I did. I was concerned because some of the ones that I've seen on videos is that people I don't know. So let's keep going. After working on a project for weeks, they feel better knowing some sort of sealant is used to ensure their masterpiece keeps its shape, and that diamond drills continue to stick over time. In cases like this, sealant is probably needed for these cheaper products from the lower quality brands. So I did do a test with sealant. I used, what is that called? Mod Podge. To do the sealing. I cut it in half with water. I sealed it. My biggest concern was that it was going to be stiff, right? And I don't want them to be stiff. So I really am concerned about the stiffness within the the stiffness of the canvas once it's glued, right? But the nice thing about what turned out is because it was a thin enough coat, it is very sealed, but it's sealed good, and it's not like stiff. I can still move it, it's still pliable. I'm glad that I didn't end up sealing the two that I have for my grandkids, because I wouldn't want them to void the for it to void the warranty. I need to I need to double check to see if and when you complete a diamond painting, and if you give it to a friend as a gift, or if there's an issue with it once you give it away as a gift, does that count as voiding the warranty? I don't know. I need to look into that, right? It's one thing I've got to work on and look into. So, one advantage to using some type of craft sealant on these inexpensive diamond painting kits is that pieces will stay together, preventing the beads from falling off while hanging and destroying the image. Unfortunately, sealants may sometimes warp the project. I didn't see that it warped my project, so I was all covered. I was happy with that. Unfortunately, sometimes warp the project, causing it to become misshapen. Sorry, it's got the double S, misshapen. Okay, so, and sealants can over time begin to turn yellow, giving the top coat an unappealing appearance. However, the advantage to using sealants is that it will keep your painting in place without having to use a frame, especially on those lower quality products. Therefore, it's really entirely up to your personal preference whether to seal or frame your masterpiece. Once again, we at Diamond Art Club do not, and that's all in caps, bold and underlined, recommend sealing our official paintings given the high quality of our diamond painting kits. Yeah, that's really, one of the things that I did when I sealed it, I also went and washed off the top of the beads, top of the diamonds, right? The drills, I washed the top of them and made sure that everything was okay with it. I have a diamond on my hand that just came off, and I'm trying to close this one so that I can put it back on. I gotta get my pen. And yes, I do that on purpose. We've gone over that. I especially go over what I've done because I'm doing it quickly, trying to get it done. And this just helps me make sure that they're all on there, right? There's not one that got a partial. If it's partially laid on the canvas, it's going to come off on my finger. If I've got them on good and everything's sealed and closed, it's not going to come off. So I only got one. And that also helps me kind of see, put a little bit more pressure on the painting and really get those diamonds to seal into that glue. So what to use to seal your diamond painting. So we already had the article on how to frame a diamond painting, but this one's on sealing. So let's see what it says. Spray on sealants. When it comes to using sealants as the finishing touch on your diamond painting, you have a number of options on the market today. Spray-on sealants are easy to find and may eliminate some of the concerns traditionally associated with using a sealant over framing. Aerosol sealant products typically won't yellow over time, but they do not act like a glue-like, but they do not act as a glue-like substance, which means that any open gaps between your diamonds will not be filled. So if you're still wondering how to seal diamond paintings, remember that spray-on sealants will maintain the diamond's natural shine and won't turn yellow, but may leave openings between the diamonds. Okay, so when you spray, unless you can get a nice, continuous, perfect spray when you're spraying on sealants, you're doing it outside. If there's wind or anything else, that's going to kind of help stop that from happening. So you may not get it all covered, and then it's not going to turn out the way you want it, right? So, brushed on sealants, and this is how I did mine. Your other option when it comes to sealants is brush-ons. Although this method of sealing your diamond painting is more likely to potentially cause wrinkling or yellowing, it does act as a finishing coat and glue at the same time. This means that any gaps left between diamonds will be filled with sealant, preventing dirt and dust from nestling into their areas. We recommend using Mod Podge, but be sure to brush on a light layer so as to reduce the chances of yellowing. One disadvantage to using Mod Podge and other brush-on sealers is that it will reduce the diamond sparkle somewhat, though not completely. So what I did is I brushed it on, right? And it's really a thin coat. All I wanted to do was put a thin coat on, because then I can and then I take a wet paper cloth and I run over the top of the diamonds to get the glue off the diamonds. Then I take a dry one. Then I do the wet one more time, and then I do the dry one. And then my diamonds pop out, and my diamonds are shiny. They're not going to turn yellow, but in between the diamonds on those cheaper paintings is now sealed, right? And so we have to really look at it that way. Okay, so now, how to seal a diamond painting. Now we're going to get into how to seal it. Once you've decided that you're going to seal your diamond painting and you've chosen between spray and brush on, apply the sealant fairly easy. Applying the sealant is fairly easy. Just follow these few steps. Sorry, I could not get that out. Ensure that all the diamond beads are laying flat. Cover your completed diamond painting with a plastic protective cover, a towel, or another large type of fabric. Then use the rolling pin to evenly press down all the beads. I don't usually put a fabric, I just roll over my beads. I find it's much easier. I get a really good push down to make sure that my beads are staying and they're stuck and they're not going to come up, right? But you also need to make sure that you don't have any popping or anything. So that's a lot of times why you see me put my hand over it, right? Because I'm brushing over to make sure that all my beads are down. You'll feel it. They'll pop up off your canvas. See, I just popped another one, a white one. And so that's what it finds out, that you're going to find out any that might have dropped and broke. I just lost that diamond now. Here it is. You may find that they drop, or your pen doesn't pick them up, or they don't just, one might be just barely laying on top of another and you can't really see it. The question is going to be, and sometimes I find diamonds by doing this that don't actually belong, that weren't actually on the canvas, right? I have a 2 right here that looks like that's where that came out of. Okay. If you're using brush-on sealant, take your brush and lightly coat it with the substance. Begin to paint on top of the beads evenly. When it comes to sealing your diamond painting, less is more. So start off with a thin coat. You can also add more if it seems necessary. If you're using spray, follow the instructions by holding the canister 6 to 8 inches from the canvas and spray. Allow your diamond painting to dry accordingly to your sealant's directions. Don't make the mistake of picking up your diamond art painting too early, as it may cause the sealant to drip. I've never had issues with dripping sealant. That's because of the way I put it on. I actually learned how to do it by watching Ruby from Ruby Q channel, and it was it actually works. So if you want to find out about that, you can go watch her. And the last part of it is show off your artistry. Working on a diamond painting can be a satisfying and fulfilling experience as you allow your creativity to be released. Crafting activities like diamond painting have also been proven to reduce feelings of anxiety and help people cope with personal and work-related stress. Once you've reached the point where you've completed a project, you probably want to preserve the image to admire it and remind yourself of all your work. While many people like to frame their paintings, others prefer to use a sealant over their diamond art kit to keep it looking finished and beautiful. I prefer not to seal. It is not my way of doing things, especially diamond art. I will be sealing a few of my cheaper paintings before we put them on the wall, but all paintings will be measured and designed to put on the wall so that we can fit them together and everything matches and it actually looks like wallpaper, which is the point of having it on the wall like that, is to turn my diamond paintings into the wallpaper for my wall. I've repainted my walls in my kitchen, my living room, and my bedroom, but I didn't do it in the hallway or my office. I'm trying to pull things out of my office to do it. Probably wouldn't be the best way of doing it anyways. But with that all said, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up. If you don't, give us a thumbs down. But please let us know in the comments below as to why you don't like it. Anything else, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns on anything that we've gone over today or any of my other videos, please leave the comments below and I'll be happy to answer your questions. If you want to be part of the Sunset Girl Creates family, we would love to have you and ask you to subscribe down below. And right next to that subscribe button is a little bell icon that will let you know when I upload a video. So with that said, I want to thank everybody for joining me today. And tomorrow we will have our post review of American Roots, and then we'll get started on our Halloween decorations. So I look forward to seeing all of you, and you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.